sat down and I thought it was good to go. Oh, this one feels dry. So much shit ain't greasy, but all right. In this episode of Up and Shmokin, all I want to see here is literally make a promise, which is, they say don't make promises because, when you break them, it's not good. But I'm here to make a promise. I want to promise. I said what was supposed to be, I said yesterday, which is dragged into what is now today because it's maybe proper with my time. It is 3:38 in the morning. Okay. 365 days, man. One wellness post. One wellness post. A song post. A workout. Whether that's push-ups or cardio. Bare minimum. Some type of cardio or push-ups. A song post, a wellness post, and a workout. These 3 things are what I'm committing myself to for the next 365 days. I'm writing it out. I'm keeping it right here. For the next 365 days, I'm holding myself accountable to doing one of these, two of these 3 things a day. It should always be 2 of these 3 things. I'm gonna put 2 of the 3. 2 of those 3 things will be done every day for 365 days. I'm not gonna promote that anywhere else except for on this channel because this channel is all about growth. This is about the behind the scenes. This is about, this channel, like, I've never really put it out there this way, but this channel is literally dedicated to the chance that there's another version of me out there at this age. Not at this age, but there's another version of me who's out there, and literally it's just some kid who wants to do anything with his life, man. This is to any kid who's 16, don't know what you're doing in life, 16, can't make friends, feeling like you're lost, feeling like your whole world is just insane. This is for kids who are 14, trying to figure out who they are. This is for someone who's 18, feeling like they know who they are, but don't know how to take maybe some proper steps, or like feel like they need more insight. This is for someone who's my age and feels like they're way behind, or that there's still even more that they can learn. Or this is for somebody who's 45 years old and feels like I got something that's a good insight for them to be able to pay attention to, on like what the youth or people my age are thinking, what people in that age group are thinking. You know what I'm saying? Give me a moment again, man. I be unprepared when I shoot these damn videos. Okay, sorry. But in reality, it's never an issue that I shoot these so spontaneously because that's the point of them. But the point of the 365 is for me to start trying to have. I don't want to say I have no intent when I post, but I want to start being more intentional. I just want more intent to be there. I want me to not just try to keep it so organic-y. I want to sometimes activate my brain's power in the sense of, okay, what am I going to do to try to entertain these folks? What am I going to try to do to give them a source of information briefly, but also with enough information, while still also again being entertaining? How am I doing this? You know, I want to think more like even before I go to bed or just throughout the day before I even shoot the video. What is the video I want to shoot? What is the idea? And because a lot of times when I do post things, sometimes I posted things that I made months ago. Sometimes I post things I make right there in the moment because it's just a spontaneous thing. But trying to always live in spontaneousness and being quote unquote organic is gonna get you caught up because you're gonna let time pass you. You're gonna let time pass you trying to be organic or this or that, and you'll miss out on the key thing, which is consistency. Consistency isn't always what's go with the flow. It isn't always the organic thing happens. You know what I'm saying? And the power of consistency is that it makes something become organic for you, if you get what I'm saying. If you consistently always shoot a turnaround mid jumper, okay? It won't be too crazy that if you have to ever hit a game winner and you catch the ball because your teammate fumbles the ball, you were on an in cut, so you picked it up facing the 3-point line because he fumbled it, and then you have to hurry up and turn around and shoot a J. Is the shot that you're going to take going to be exactly what it is when you get the ball, hit a post move, turn around, J? No, it's not, because you're going to be like, oh my God, there's only this much time. But the key things will be there. Your form will be right here, knowing to turn your shoulders square, get your eyes to the basket immediately. Those are the things that immediately happen. Everything else will be organic. Your legs might be a certain way. You kind of flailing, leaning a little bit more. But all the 3 key things you needed, game winner. And that's how life can be. And I feel like that's happened in just very small opportunities in my life. Last time I went to this studio, I sat there and realized like I did not have as many songs in the vault as I should have and prepared in my mind to go in there and do this because I had a video on TikTok that right now has like 800,000 views. I did not have TikToks in the backlog, videos in the backlog, or any type of snippet videos to jump off of that momentum very quickly. And I won't say you should, but I'm going to say for myself, I wanted to. I sat there thinking to myself, like, dang, imagine if I just had like 3 snippets. Not that I need to be holding on to them, but imagine if I had recorded that and based off of everything I posted before, it was natural for me to input it, a snippet video, this or that, to just go off of it quickly. Because it's like 800,000 people looking at my video. I should have outsourced that. When it was blowing up, I should have dropped another video. Because every like 6 videos within that row, as soon as you click on my page, people were clicking on. I should have just dropped another one immediately. But that's why it comes with learning. That's why you gotta be dropping, you know? As you drop, you'll learn things like this. I didn't think like that until the occasion arose. But by posting more, I would have already known something like that. Off of a smaller video that could have just got like 10,000 views. And then just seeing how when I got that 10,000 views, then I got all my other videos within that first 6 picks got like a 500 view boost. You would learn those things. Now I'm learning there. After getting those views, Now I see that immediately. You gotta have, if you drop something that like has a spike in virality out of nowhere, for me, you should drop something else, especially on a platform like TikTok, because they're going to literally click just to see if there is another funny thing. Or if you post something that feels like it'll have a follow up story or deserves one, you gotta be on that quick and just drop it because people want to watch it. Almost drag it. Drop 2 videos that as soon as you see a video, like you're used to your videos doing like 10,000, 50,000, 1,000 views, whatever, but all of a sudden it's going to 100,000. It is going quick. It's getting there quick. It got to like within like an hour, 2, 3. Drop 2 more videos if you want to keep keep momentum on your page as far as the views and the algorithm. And that's another thing. Use the algorithm as to your advantage. The algorithm literally tells you the time your viewers mostly look at your videos. So it'll literally be like, a bar chart, and it'll show you like at 3 p.m. this is when the most views come through your channel. Use that to your advantage. Okay, so I should be posting at 3 more. It is advantageous to me. That's what I'm saying. Be organic, but adding in something as consistent as I post a video a day, and I always post a video a day at 3 p.m. It's a number. Numbers is real in this world, no matter what the situation is, and especially if we're talking about algorithms. That's what algorithms work off of. Numbers. Play into the numbers. Of course, do what you want, but if mostly men who were 15 to 20 watch your videos at 3 p.m., at 3 p.m. you should probably drop a video for the boys. You get what I'm saying? But for some reason at 6 p.m., even though it doesn't tell you these types of things, this is how you just will want to look at it. If you see all your views go up at 6 p.m., most of your videos go up at 6 p.m., a majority of your audience is 65% female. I know that's 65% female. 75% of them are 60. It sounds like at 6 p.m. you need to drop something for them cougars. You see? And you can do that on anything. On Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. All those platforms literally show you analytics. It literally is trying to give you a code to be a part of it so you can get pushed at what feels like is random. Because it is to a degree. Getting a random spike in virality on Reels. This is the thing, on Reels, on like organic Instagram videos. And TikTok's like longer than like 3 minutes in actual YouTube videos and actual Facebook vids. Those things are once you get the attention. But as far as Reels and all that, it is literally just like a numbers game. It wants to see you spitting out content that's getting views. But yeah, I swear it's like it doesn't want to give you the views unless you're spitting out content. It's like, what's the point of us trying to focus people to this person's account if they just posted one good funny video? That's not the goal. Think about it even as a business perspective. Would you want to promote this one-hit wonder and then he doesn't want to make another song for another year? Or do you want to promote the young prodigy who wants to drop 10 tapes every year? He wants to drop 10 tapes in an album. And even though I put the young prodigy part on it, like, that doesn't even matter. Like, all that other... Because people making it every day on the internet, of all ages, races, this and that. And that's... and another thing is, understand, bro, in this internet world, there's a niche for everything. There's a niche for everything. Like, there's a niche for tennis players. There's a niche for ping pong players. There's a niche for niggas who like to shoot their videos. There's just a niche for everything. Lacrosse. I know I'm saying sports because it's just so easy for me to use sports as a sport head, but like, it can be anything. There's a niche for, bro, like, even though it's disgusting, there's people who like to just and I say disgusting because I don't want to judge folks, but there's people who really will be okay with sitting down, listening to farts. Like literally, they get off on that, and even will pay someone hundreds of dollars to do that. And some people make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year off of their farts. Think I'm playing. Think I'm playing. Think I'm playing. So if you think that your content is too weird and da 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 da, there's folks out here getting paid for their bathwater. Improve the temple, and people will want to come visit it. Simple as that. Improve the temple, and people will want to come visit that. So don't worry too much about something like that. And that's another thing too. If you want to make content, bro, don't be a hater. That's the worst thing you can be. I see that with a lot of people. They'll be like, and I've even had this type of train of thought too before, where it's like they always think because another person is doing something that's like they can do it too. Like, yes, you should be able to see other people doing a certain thing and think that you are capable of accomplishing such, but don't get caught up in thinking just because like they're doing something as what you view as maybe like less or not as entertaining, that should be easier for you to, or that you definitely can make it like, that's the worst thing you can do. I feel like a ton of people do that. A ton of people think, a ton of people are too judgmental. And I have even been in that space my damn self. And I can still be caught up in it sometimes because it's just like some people, like, come on now, though. Like, come on now. We definitely know we're living in a time where, like, bro, this is the best time ever in the history of the world's existence where not having a talent doesn't matter. You don't need a talent. And to me, people try to say, like, that's where the world went wrong. To me, that's where the world, in a sense, kind of went right. Because nowadays, people don't just want you to just, they don't care about you just being, oh, okay, yeah, like, cool, you can rap, but you drop I'll go back to that analogy. It's cool, you can rap, but you just drop one cool freestyle. And you think I should always just be, like, waiting on when you drop next? Or the nigga who makes music that's maybe not as good as yours, but it's good. The beats, I like them, they're groovy. And he drops a song every other week. He drops a tape every 6 months, every 3 months, whatever. You guys get what I'm trying to get at now with that? That's what people want to see. They want to see consistency. They want that. People don't care if you're the filthier person or not. Are you consistent, nigga? Do you drop videos when this other nigga who is the filthy nigga isn't dropping? They gonna fuck with you. And that's why I feel like, personally, I feel like everybody who's like that always comes out on top in any type of, anything. I'm telling you right now, Aaron Donald, probably one of the most consistent pass rushers. Consistent in everything he does. Lil Wayne, Prodigy, right? But even when he came out, hella Carter this, Carter that, da, 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 da. He's getting it out. No ceilings. You know what I'm saying? He getting it out. Who's the next? Who's another guy like that? NBA Youngboy. People love to say, Prodigy, da 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 da. But it's just because he got his flame as a youngin' and he didn't let it get to his head. He didn't let the views and all that make him think, okay, I'm gonna just party. Da, da, da. The music was still the main thing. Keep the main thing the main thing. And along with that too, also understand, I want to say something. Also understand, now I have nothing to ask on. This is crazy. I'm moving Aki. I'm moving wicked. Because I'm not getting up again. So I'm trying to find something to ask on. Sorry. I'm taking away from the whole video due to my, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because what I'm going to say next is going to be a big, At least I'm not gonna get up and I think I'm going to have to. I don't think I can. Nope. That's what happens when you're this lazy. That was the rest of the Gatorade I had, right? Cup. Pour the water out. Now I have some Nash. But as I was saying, as I was looking around scrambling, that goes into another thing I was gonna say. And I truly believe this term. I really do. The way you do one thing is how you will do everything. So if you do one thing well and you do another thing terribly, you don't do you don't do that thing you think you do very well as good as you really think. You just don't. You do not. And I'm telling y'all that I definitely personally feel that because there's a lot. There's Tuna. Man, be quiet. There's definitely things in my life where I feel like I'm on point with this one aspect of my life, but there's other things that I'm not, and I can see how just by simply being not on point with one thing, it does bleed into other things. Times where like I'm letting other things frustrate me or this or that bleeds all over into the things that I do quote unquote well. And lately, because I've been trying to strengthen all of my weaknesses, which is consistency, posting with intent more often, things like that. Because I know that it's all part of it. That's all part of it. That's why I've been working on my networking skills, my people skills, my social skills. Because I've really had to reset myself. I wouldn't even say reprogram myself. I think some people think they go through like a awakening or they change their life and they think that they reprogram themselves into something, which I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, that's not how it works. It can be that way because you can drastically change yourself. But I looked at it like a reset because a lot of the things I feel like I've been trying to work on are things that I did very easily when I was younger. Making a friend, most of my friends are my friends because I initiated it in some type of capacity, if you get what I'm saying. Excuse me. Or a lot of the skills I have to this day that help me be social are just things I loved to do when I was younger. Like a social thing that always gets people going is dancing. I've been dancing since I was literally, knee high, and my mama said, "Show me a little dance," like that's been in me. But I let a ton of things that were me get away from me because of the cruelty of the world. And that's something that I've talked about enough. That is, quite frankly, the biggest killer. And I think young men is letting this world dwindle your flame. I'm not saying be delusional. Don't be delusional, but don't let this world make you think that there's no good in it. Because there's plenty of good in it, and there's plenty of good in yourself. There's plenty of greatness to be discovered and just brought to the light. It's just more about people wanting to see that. We all think the world is the worst it's ever been, but that's because we're being fed negativity so often. Of course, you're going to think the world's horrible. But it's like, bruh. I think I said this like once before in the video, but it was not too long ago that Genghis Khan would have been at your front door and chopped up your whole family. I can't remember the comedian. That's like his little bit, so I'm not trying to like steal nothing, but I just heard it before and it resonated. It's so easy to resonate with, like, yeah, oh man, I'm seeing all this about this war and that war and da, da, da. Back then, there would just be a war and people would just get slaughtered and you have no idea. Unless you had a messenger that went out and he went to another town and he seen it and then he got the news. Da, da, da. If not, all of a sudden you just woke up one day hearing 1,000 horses trooping through your city and you walk out there and literally that nigga just already had your mom and dad right there, chopped him. Actually, didn't even have your mom and dad there, just had your dad there, chopped him up, just came up to you. Oh, you're the you're the second coming of these who we look down on. Chopped you up, kept your mama, probably thrashed her around, threw her around, and then chopped her up, or just kept her and then made her start producing babies, and that had to become her new life. Like that's what y'all don't understand about how like sick for real it would get. I ain't saying it ain't happening today, but bro, that happened in a lot larger numbers for all you women who think you still go through the worst thing today. Imagine that. Things come troop down in your city. Okay, here, I'm not even gonna say it in terms of old days. I'm gonna say it in terms of how literal niggas were doing. Imagine if it was just nothing for some niggas to come up from Oregon. I live in Washington, so I'm using Oregon. Just came up from Oregon, slid in their Hellcats, just pulled a, whipped your baby daddy, husband, boyfriend, whatever, the father of your child, though. This is the father of your child. Ripped him up out the crib, blew him right there. No diddy. Y'all probably not thinking, well, I mean, like with the banger, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say too many words, but they unalive him, head tapping right there in front of you. And then they take your kid, and then they do the same thing to him. And then they take you, if you get what I'm saying. They take you, SA, all that. And now, it's time to be a new wife. We need more women around here. Cook, clean, get ready to have some more babies. And that would have been your new life. You would have just been stuck that way. If you didn't want to put up with it, you would have got laid down. Like, that is insane what I just said, isn't it? But nothing like that will happen in America. That's not happening. You know what I'm saying? We'll have a crazy war before all that type of stuff be happening again. So it's like, we are not really living in the worst times. And because of that, you just gotta put everything together. Put everything together. Keep your mind in a positive state. Keep it in a positive state. That's the best and strongest thing you can do every time. Keep it in a positive state. Don't let, like, seriously, I'm trying to tell you, don't let this world kill your darkness. And it's hard, though. It is hard. You'll say we got people who die, family members who are struggling. Just seeing random people struggle, just seeing another kid get bullied or hearing about these stories. That's what I'm saying. The internet just tries to flood us with negativity. I'm a part two of this already.